This is Stock Day. News and interviews from the microcap world. Public information on the OTC, pink sheets, and microcap stocks from around the world. With your host, Everett Jolly.
Today we have a very special guest on the show. The symbol of the company is QBMP. It is OncBioMune Pharmaceuticals. With us today is Andrew Kucharchuk. He is the CFO and president. Good morning. How are you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing well, Everett. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Great to hear. Well, the symbol's actually OBMP, but it's early out there, I guess, in Mountain Standard Time. So I'll forgive you on that one.
Well, thank you, OBMP. And you guys are trading around $1 a share. Is that correct?
Yeah, we are. We got I guess just as all biotechs, we kind of take it a nice little spanking since the beginning of the year. So we're I think we're at $1.10 right now.
Yeah, and you guys are on the OTCQB.
Yes, sir, we are.
All right. Well, the reason why I invited you on the show, there's been a lot of talk about the space that you guys are in, prostate cancer. Hundreds of thousands of men are diagnosed with prostate cancer each year. There's about $7 billion in annual sales in this space. How do you see you guys positioned in this space? And if you would tell myself and my listeners.
Well, Everett, that's a good question. We feel that OncBioMune is positioned very well in this space. We had the first patent breast cancer vaccine back in 1994, but with our new platform patent, we are able to produce vaccines for any solid tumor. And these vaccines can be used in combination with chemo, but the most exciting one we have right now is our lead, which is Proscovax, which is a standalone therapy, and in clinical trials it has shown that it works from all stages of prostate cancer, from the early stage to the late stage patients. So we're very excited about that, and we're working on a protocol for our phase 2 right now.
Now, educate myself and my listeners, what's the difference between phase 1 trials and then phase 2 and then eventually phase 3 trials, if you would take us through that? All
right. Well, your initial trial, phase 1, is it's basically a tox study. Now, we did ours a little differently. We did a phase 1A, 1B, which we showed efficacy. So it's ours was basically a 1-2 trial, but traditionally, a phase 1 is just a tox study. You're not doing disease-specific patients. In a phase 2, you move up to disease-specific patients, and in a phase 3, you go disease-specific against the normal treatment that oncologists would be giving right now, or any physicians are giving right now on the disease versus your drug. So that's basically it.
Okay, now are you telling us you guys are in phase 2 trials right now?
We are writing the protocol for phase 2 right now.
Okay, and when you guys do that, you'll have 100, 1,000 patients going through this?
We are doing a very large phase 2 because we're going to try to file a new drug application after the phase 2. And the reason for this is there's no therapy in the space we're going after.
Wow, I did not know that. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with the EU market, European medicine. Can you expound a little bit where you guys are in that space? Are you even in that space?
Not yet. We were actually in New York last week, and we met with some companies who were interested in European companies who we were talking to about possibly entering that market, and also some Canadian companies. So with our IP protection on the vaccine patent, which Proscovax is covered under, we pretty much have everywhere in the developed world patented. So we'd love to look for global partners for that drug.
Now, you said last week you were in New York. That you guys attended the 18th annual BIO conference. That was held at the Waldorf correct?
It was. It was very interesting being in the Waldorf. Being a Louisiana boy, you hear about the Waldorf Astoria, but it was nice, very interesting to stay there.
And Dr. Jonathan Head, he's a part of your team.
Correct. He presented,
CEO.
and if go ahead.
I said he's currently the CEO.
Correct.
And what did he present there at the Waldorf?
He presented our latest PowerPoint on the Proscovax and basically gave an update on the clinical trial and where we plan to go next.
Okay. Now, with this drug that you have, would you seem to be targeting a larger patient population?
Actually, we are. Most of the immunotherapies that are coming out, I'll use Provenge as an example, target stage 4 patients. In our phase 1, we were kind of not forced. The FDA asked us to go out use the same patient population, the biochemical failure. These patients have already had radioactive seeds, radical prostatectomies, just no fun for anybody, for the patient. So we did the study in that stage of patients. But we have also done an internal clinical trial, I guess in 2006, we ended it maybe, and we did that in early stage patients. And we took the data to the FDA, and we're now working on it. We'd like to go to patients at presentation, because we feel a vaccine kicking on your immune system the earlier will help the patient a lot more than trying to kick it on whenever you're already eaten up with the disease.
Do you think the FDA would put you guys on a fast track to your application?
I do. If the phase 2 goes well, I do. I feel they would.
That's outstanding. Now, your new drug and its platform technology, so far, you're only working on prostate cancer. Is there a different gateway of indication for you guys to expound upon that to other serious cancers?
Yeah, absolutely. After we get everything set up and going with the phase 2, we're going to go back. The patent covers basically any solid tumor. So we'd like to go after ovarian cancer. Ovarian cancer is close to our hearts and many other people's hearts, and there's really no therapy because it's a nasty disease. And we'd like to we have an AVCAR drug, and we'd like to dedicate resources to that.
I see.
And then after that, we go into probably a lung and just wherever the market takes us.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about your financials? Most people that get in phase 2, phase 3, they have to raise millions of dollars. Sometimes they're not able to raise millions of dollars, and therefore the trials cease and desist. That's not the case with you guys. No,
we've done several private placement rounds, and we've we have operational funds. We also have our main financing is we have an equity line of credit with Lincoln Park Financial, and it's of $10 million. So,
my guest today has been Andrew Kucharchuk on OncBioMune Pharmaceutical. It's on the OTCQB, symbol OBMP. In closing, Andrew, is there anything that you want to cover that we haven't talked about today?
Everett, I don't think so, but I appreciate everyone taking time and listening to the interview, and I hope you keep us on your radar, because I think we have some great results will be coming out, and I feel that we're going to really help a lot of people with our therapies.
Absolutely. Thank you, Andrew, and we'll be talking to you real soon.
Thank you, Everett. Talk to you soon.